Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Heisel Productions. Some other people may be joining at some point, but for those who are actually here, thanks for showing up. Today, requested by my friend Wilbert, we're going to be discussing the Great Race. Basically, I have four basic categories I'm gonna be discussing. First off, I'm gonna be discussing basically story, then characters, and songs, and then the merchandising. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So to begin, the story. I really think that the story isn't that terrible. I mean, it leaves a lot to be desired, but at least it is a story. Because here's the thing. The story, for those who don't know, is Thomas hears about this great railway show that's happening on the mainland. He wants to go, and through trial and error, he tries to make Sir Topham Hatt railway show, but he's just not the right kind of engine. But getting there, and basically that's the story. I really think all of the parts with Thomas are just really cliche filler. Mean anything. I mean, it feels like that, but I know it's not supposed to come off like that, but it really is. It's just boring. Or Ashima pulls in. Yeah, we haven't seen that before. Yeah, we haven't, but I'll get back to her. I mean, seriously, how many times has Thomas gotten mad and pulling Annie and Clarabelle? Yeah, too many times, I know. And of course, there's that didn't need to be there later. And of course, best part of it all is that with Gordon and Flying Scotsman, which it seriously is. Gordon wants to show off. Gordon is, having a sibling rivalry with Scotsman. It's awesome to see the two of them together and just kind of having a bit of a jealousy towards each other. Scotsman just likes to show off. Gordon just really wants to rub it back in. And honestly, I feel that story is great. And then when you see Gordon get streamlined just to show off Spencer, just to show off to, or sorry, not Spencer, just to show off to Scotsman, it really says a lot. It just goes to show that Gordon will do anything to show up his brother just once. Of course, there's a subplot with Vinny and Philip, which is amazing. How many times have we seen a steam engine, being bullied to a diesel? Yeah, never. That's what I thought. Now, here's the thing, though. I really don't think that Vinny is a great character, and I wish we would have seen more of him. But of course, we didn't. Nor did he ever get named. Jordan. I hope I didn't pronounce it wrong, but if I did, just But anyways, is the fact that Diesel subplot is probably the worst part of it all. I mean, yes, it's funny that he's disguising everybody in crates, and the thing is, it's pointless. It's incredibly pointless. It has nothing to do with anything, and it just ends fast. It's just there. It's just there. Causes Thomas to crash. That's it, and never is brought up again, except for just like one little sight gag at the end of the movie. Now, look, I don't feel that it's like a terrible subplot. Like I said, it's funny. It really is, but it's not needed for anything. It's just there to fill time and to fill in a spot for a song. Anyways, but yeah. So just to boil it down, this is the story. No diesels, but I do like Vinny and Philip's little plot, and I do like Gordon and Flowery. That should have been the focus of the movie. There's so much potential and so much to work with. and it feels so natural whenever that's on screen instead of Thomas on screen because it feels just so forced and dumb, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just proper for a movie called The Great Race. And also for a movie called The Great Race, there's ironically not much racing happening, is there? There's one race, and that's about it. Anyways, let's move on. Characters. The movie is notable for introducing like 13 new characters. The only ones that ever get like any development is Ashima and slightly and Vinny kind of, but that's about it. But I will say that it introduced 13 new characters and give each one of them a line for that aspect. Character that was developed about it. So, anyways, look, I think I'm with everybody when I say that Ashima is gotta be the most bland, forgettable character I've ever that anyone. All she is just nice, happy, and from India, and all those are pretty vague. And honestly, why they didn't feel the need to, I don't know, give anything to her character because here's the thing. I could have sworn they wanted to merchandise the heck out of her character. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to do, I don't know. But anyways, she's just a forgettable character. She's there just to tell Thomas that you can only be you, yada 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 yada, and just there for Thomas to say like, "Oh, why are you pulling Annie and Clarabelle? Those are my coaches." Her. I don't understand it either. But anyways, as I was saying, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like the. And it's not that I don't have. It's not that I hate Ashima, but I just feel that she's just the character that has nothing to her and just pretty forgettable. I mean, her voice. Tina, what's her name? Does an okay job. Yeah, it's pretty boring. Vinny, character, and honestly, I like seeing him on screen. He's such a. Honestly, I just love seeing his. Just him scene. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, Upside Now's boy there is he's something. And of course, Flying Scotsman. Flying Scotsman is character in the movie at all. Like no, hands down, he's the best character because bluntness is just such. It's just such a spectacular sight to see. Is just all of his, punches to the gut on Gordon. Well, I didn't think there were any famous engines on Sodor. Oh, all those little burns are just so funny to see, and it's always nice to see Gordon, who's the big pompous engine, who's almost not afraid of anything or can never be threatened by anybody, just actually seem like he is kind of threatened, vulnerable. And that's always such a great sight to see. So Scotsman is there just to rub it in Gordon's face, and also just a great character. Totally not fan service, not in the slightest service. He's there just to provide fan service. And of course, then there's the songs. Every song in the movie, every single song is catchy, upbeat, and I think Chris Renshaw gets because every single song he wrote was catchy, upbeat, and it was such a cinematic score. You just can't believe that's actually in a Thomas movie. Like the fact, like how like streamlining. Streamlining is so catchy and whatever. Will You Won't You is a great ensemble piece that needed to be there because the movie probably wouldn't have been. The movie wouldn't have started out too well if it wasn't for Will You Won't You. But he to appear in some way. Full of surprises but like I said before, Diesel's subplot doesn't have anything to do with anything else except just mixed. That is literally it. There's no point to it whatsoever besides. Also, there's also Be Who You Are, I think. I'm not sure what the song's called. Be Who You Are, Six Small Wheels, whatever you want to call it. That song is a great Joseph May or and Tina whatever her name is. I just can't stress enough. It's such a beautiful piece with some astounding visuals. So catchy. And of course, there's and then there's that other song, Who You Are and Go Far. That's also it's the last song in the special. Or oh wait, forgot one more. The shooting star piece is also perfect because I just love seeing. I think we all just love seeing have his pompous, show off side actually cause him to lose the race. He's so, what's the word I'm looking for? Because he's so, set on beating his brother, he forgets safety, and it's bite him in the ass. Sorry, but whatever you want to say. And honestly, I just love that song because the reprise is streamlining, and I think everybody loves that song. And of course, there's, like I said, which was a perfect way to end the movie as well. All the songs are great, although it just didn't complement the overall tone of the movie. And now we come to the worst aspect of The Great Race, the marketing. For the two of you that are watching, just give me your thoughts on the merchandising in the movie in the comments below, because I just want to hear your thoughts. But yeah, the whole thing that just what it comes down to is the fact that the merchandising is terrible. The whole Vickerstown bridge jump set was the whole shooting bridge jump set was just made. The whole Sky Bridge jump set was only there because Andrew Brenner was forced to write a scene about Thomas jumping the Vickerstown Bridge and somehow making it. Funny how that scene has nothing to do with anything else in the special. Yeah, Thomas doesn't suffer damage. There's no mention of it later on. Nothing about it serves any purpose whatsoever. And personally, I find that amazing because it was such a notable part of the trailer. It's the only part of the trailer that they were really proud of, it seemed. Of course, we had to. All right, it's here. It says Jordan says, I have to agree, and Thomas hating the new engine has been done to death already. Like, we get it. The songs were especially good. And you can only be who you are, and go far. The merchandise was bad. Yes, the merchandise was terrible. I have to agree with you there. I find it funny just the fact that they put all this effort into this, for marketing. But ironically, that I think the reason that the Great Race was so bad is because they put so much effort into the marketing, they forgot to write a good story. But look, I get it. People like it, and that's great. That's great. That's good that you can enjoy something that I personally can't. And if you think completely wrong, I'm just hating on a movie that has nothing wrong with it. Well, but I just can't. But anyways, look, if you the movie, that's great. Have any other thoughts if you have anything that I didn't mention, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll, anyways, thank you for viewing. If you guys want to ask I can answer some questions and answer them. That I've discussed everything I need to with the Great Race, and if someone else join, I have no problem with answering some questions. So yeah, if you can leave them below, and I'll answer them. Would you guys like me to talk about some other special? Because I'll talk about anything, honestly. But yeah, like I was saying though, one more thing I just remembered with the Great Race, the the whole thing that the other thing that bothers me about the Great Race, just how it, just I don't know how to describe the whole shunting competition, the bridge jump, and the and honestly, pretty much and also Diesel's, a little subplot there. It was all just it just bugged me to no end because there was nothing really made sense. All of it was just there, and I can't say that I liked it. Also, biggest gripe I have with the whole thing about of is Diesel's subplot because actually worse than the whole marketing is the fact that the Diesel Sun Disguise 3-pack because same with the Sky High Bridge Jump set. Both those were just written in just so they could sell their toys for and $30 at your local Toys R Us. With a Great Race, it's kind of it's really blatantly obvious where they're gonna make merchandise off of things. But I think it's pretty obvious in most cases. I mean, let's just predict Journey Beyond Soda for a sec here. That just show comments. Who here thinks that there's going to be a set where Thomas narrowly escapes falling into molten metal or whatever? Just curious, what do you guys think? Ooh, I have questions. How would I rank The Great Race with all the other Thomas movies? Ooh. Question first. Do I like the aquarium cars? Yes, I do. All right, here's how I would rank the movies. I'm gonna go from best to worst, just because. In my opinion, is under that is Soda's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Under that is I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say under that is Tail the Brave. Actually, no. You know what? No, not King of the Railway. Tail the Brave. Then King of the Railway. Then Day of the Diesels. Actually, no. Scratch that. Hero of the Rails. Then The Great Discovery. Then Calling All Engines. Then Day of the Diesels. Road. Worst of them all. Misty Island Rescue. But just to get this straight again, I'm just gonna say this one more time. It goes Venture Begins, Lost Treasure, Hero of the Rails, Great Discovery, Calling All Engines, Blue Mountain Mystery, and Magic Railroad and Misty Island Rescue. In there, there? If I did, tell me, because I don't know if I. Okay, guys, if you have any other questions, I'll answer them. Biggest and honestly, I don't know. I don't know why people don't ever bring up the Great Discovery, because I think that is like the there ever. It is everybody hates it, or either hates it or just doesn't bring it up. Oh, and Wooden Oliver number 3 says, Misdowned, Rescue, and Hero of the Rails are the worst in my opinion. Just curious, Wooden Oliver, why didn't you like Hero of the Rails? 'Cause honestly, I think it's a pretty good spot. I mean, I've seen better and I've seen worse, but it's decent. But anyways, the other thing but yeah, Great Discovery is just so underrated, and I have no idea why. Not like it has a bad story. It's honestly a story that works. Sometimes, like you maybe, like sometimes you you may think that the new kid is just going to replace you, but that's never the case. Honestly, I think and people say that that's I guess maybe it's just that people think it's a terrible story. And if that's the case, it's Legend of the Lost Treasure is the same story. A story of feeling like vulnerable because you're being replaced. And honestly, that's actually a really good story. It's actually a really good lesson that I think kids really need, that sometimes just because there's a new person is going to be replaced. I think that's why I think, and it's honestly just so sad to see that nobody appreciates it. I have no idea why. Um, yeah. If you guys have any other, but yeah, I just want to answer some questions in case you guys have any. You just take a sec here. So yeah, I hate this. Well, I don't hate it. Just seems like to describe it. I don't hate the Great Race, but it leaves so much to be desired. Gordon Rapley says I don't bad, though the plot is all right, and Thomas hating the new engine and old. The music was I don't I think the Hartshorn he deserves, because it's actually a good score for so catchy and upbeat, and I like it. So I know what you mean, Jordan. It's not the most creative plot in the world. It is a lesson that I think a lot of people should learn about, that you shouldn't always be hating the new person, because you never know, they might actually, you just might find them worse. And honestly, why everybody hates it. Everybody gets upset about the whole bridge jump, or the bridge jump in Great Race, including me. But the funny thing is, it's not terrible. It's so funny that the fact that nobody gets the waterfall cliffside jump Discovery, considering it's pretty. They made Trackmaster set just to showcase that fact. The fact that actually happened in the special. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but
Well, that one person who stuck around the stream, people, to the two of you, troopers, thank you for sticking around. And also, I want to say that but I don't know. I feel that it'll be good. Wooden Oliver 03 says Hero said he was the oldest engine, despite the fact they came in 1960. And Edward came to Soda in 1915. Charlie came in 1865. In 1865? Huh. That's odd. I thought that, because I don't know about you guys, but I thought that just to make this does that mean that so is the narrow gauge railway was gauge 1? No, never mind. No, I just remembered Neil was there. Neil is there. Never mind. Like I said though, I don't really hate it. And I think that I really think Great Discovery needs to be focused more. It's just really simple as that. So be more well, eventful than what it is. But do you guys have any questions about my channel? Because I'll answer anything. Bored right now, but anyways, so if you guys oh, let's see what Jordan said. The mine sequence in the Great Discovery was amazing. The waterfall jump was epic. He nearly collided with a tree and just bounced off it. Yeah, there's a lot of goofs like that. You can let it slide because it destroyed the entire story, does it? Does it destroy the story for you guys, or? Ooh, question. Yay. What are your aims for the future of your YouTube channel? Well, I don't this month, one video a month. And while I didn't really get around to making I've had summer school pretty much the entire month, so I couldn't really do anything. And I only have like 1 hour before my parents get home, and so really I'm just trying to make one video a month. And since summer school just ended today, I should be able to start cranking out some more, hopefully. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna try and make some. Honestly, everybody, likes the original seasons of like everybody likes remakes of all the episodes from the earlier seasons, and I like to do something different. Make stuff from season 12, and I feel, or well, not always from season 12, but I like to make stuff from the newer series because bad episodes doesn't mean that all of them are bad. Do something different. Bachman train, not. I wish I did though. Wait, when Oliver, you think I asked that yesterday? Because I could have sworn there's someone else. I wish I had Bachman trains. I actually have the Lionel O-gauge. I mean, that's not impressive in the slightest because that's really very, very ugly. Now, I hope you guys aren't getting too upset with me because I don't know. I'm just. But apparently they didn't know about what's going on. So that sucks. But yeah. But again, if you guys still have questions, just go ahead and ask them. Is there any remakes that you are proud of? Is there any episodes you want to remake? Well, I've been working on Thomas and Scarley's Big Day Out, Push Me Pull You. For those who don't know, Push Me Pull You is the one with the puppet show special, that awful one where it crashed into the streamers and stuff and the ice cream and all that and then into the lake. And working on that one, and I've been doing it for like a DVD. Do you guys know what episode Push Me Pull You is on? Because it's friend Easy Caldies was William Poletsky and Wooden Fan 1. They're all great talented people who do remakes as well. So go check them out. They're amazing. They're like close friends to me, and yeah, they're great people. Just trust me. They make quality content, and they deserve that than what they get. The remakes that I'm proud of are really just the ones that pretty much new ones. The new ones that come out are usually like my favorites because I mean, honestly, the newer ones that I do are a lot better than some of my older ones. Most proud of, there's a few that I'm really proud of. There's James Works It Out is one of my favorites, as well as Percy James and the Fruitful Day, and in that one from in the clip from Magic Railroad with the sneezing powder. Both those are three of my favorites. It was just really fun. Sometimes it's really fun just to sit down and make some. I don't know how to describe it. And also, can I ask you guys something? I've just been thinking if I should try and do some music videos. No, but for on New Year's Eve, I made a special video. It was a music video of Thomas You're the Leader. I kind of did a remake of the music video, and I don't know what you guys think, but if you guys have seen that, should I do another one? The one I'm thinking of doing, Accidents Will Happen or Night Train. What do you think? Should I do that or? Because I don't know. I've started to film a few scenes for it, and I could most likely do it, but yeah. But I'll tell you this: if it wasn't for, if of all the things that I really like, that things that I don't like when it comes to all right, Wooden Oliver 03. I guess I will. So I've already got a start on it. It's nothing amazing, but the biggest problem that I have when it comes to making videos, if you guys are wondering why I don't crank out like content like every single week, I have problems focusing on stuff. I mean, sometimes I find it challenging just to keep myself interested. I cut my focus really, really easily. So like, at one point I was working on Oliver's Fund and Edward's Brass Band, but then I just forgot about that entirely and started working on Down the Mine, and I don't know how I got myself to focus on that. But there's some times where it'll just be that, or there's times where I've lost a memory card and going on this trip, I filmed everything I needed for this one remake, but I dropped the memory card down the seat before I could publish the video in the car seat, and then I never got the memory card back, so I had to wait. So, and I just made the deadline for my June upload. This the remake I'm talking to you about is James' Second Best. I had to refilm that scene where James leaves Knapford. So yeah, I was kind of cutting it close, but I don't know. It was still a good remake, and I love that one. I really do. Is there any episodes that you would watch over and over again? The question is mainly focusing on the classic series. Because, of course, every journey is one you'll want to watch again and again. Tell me if you remember that one, because if you've watched the DVDs as much as I have, you would know what I'm quoting. Watch again. There's a lot of episodes that I'd watch again and again. 5 is stuff that a lot of the episodes from season 5 I could usually watch again and again and never get tired of it. Mostly because season 5, as well as, and honestly season 6 to that extent, are both really, really rewatchable. Anything specific that I like the most? It's just real seasons. I don't know. It just is. There's just a lot of classic episodes that I never get tired of. I don't know. There's a lot of things that people always say that there's a lot of people who always say season 7 is terrible. But I really don't get that. It's not that bad of a season. There is its moments where it is kind of bad. But I don't know. Do I like Tugs? Oh boy, I love Tugs. It is. I mean, I had seen bits and pieces of it back in 2008, 2009, and I was just watching it. I'm just like, what is this? Is this some sort of weird knockoff of Theodore Tugboat? I knew about Theodore Tugboat before Tugs, mostly because my cousin had the complete collection of Ertles, which actually I'm borrowing right now. So, if you guys really like Theodore Tug, but yeah, I love Tugs. I just really want to go see the models at some point. I rank all the Thomas episodes from best to worst. Ooh. It's a toughie. Do you mean seasons? Because individual episode is hard to do. I can tell you this for sure. Pretty much. Oh hey Branchline Studios. Can you join the stream at all, or? Because otherwise, I mean, I'm kind of getting bored here. Just me. But anyways, so as I was saying, all the episodes from the Miller era, seasons 13 through 16, pretty much every episode from that is on the bottom end of the spectrum. That's undeniable. I mean, honestly, I cannot believe how bad just the Sharon Miller era was. I mean, everything was boring and stupid, and oh god. I mean, at least to be fair, probably a good thing that came out of the Sharon Miller era is the fact that we can all easily okay, seasons. All right. Yeah, the Sharon Miller era is completely terrible. I can't stress enough how bad it is. Because honestly, if it wasn't for because honestly, all the writing was basically the same. Just 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. So I'm just going to rank them from bottom to the top. Starting at the bottom, seasons 13 through 16, all at the bottom. And then of course, the worst of it,
That's the worst of it. I'd probably rank the new seasons next. I'm just gonna rank them from bottom to the top.
Hi.
Starting at the bottom, season. Hey, Branchline, how's it going?
Good. Thanks.
Then,
1 second. There we go.
So what I'm doing, I'm just answering a question in the chat that said Thomas episodes from best to worst or release seasons. So what I was starting with, I was starting with like the bottom, these seasons 13 through 16. That sound about right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I'd probably say like the new series like seasons 8 through 12 probably after that.
Yeah. Okay.
Then after that, I'm gonna say probably seasons 17 and 18
Okay.
and 19. Top of that would be season 20.
Mhm.
Watch that. On top of season 19 would be then I'm gonna say season 7.
Mhm.
And on top of season 7, seasons I'm gonna say 6. Season 6.
Okay.
Then season 20, and then I'm gonna say seasons 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then on top of all of that, season 4.
Okay. So should I do mine?
So yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's yours.
So probably the worst has to be the season 13 to 16 because they were really bad. Then probably season 12, well 8 to 12.
Uh-huh.
Then maybe seasons 17 and 18.
Okay.
Then seasons 7 and 6.
Okay.
Then 19 and 20. Then probably season 5.
Okay.
Season 1, season 2, season 4, season 3. Yeah, that's mine.
So season 3 is, so in your book, season 3 is best and season 13 and 16 are worst?
Yeah. Well, I think like season 4 and season 3 are the same to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly I gotta ooh, I have another question. We have another question. Do you think season 5 is underrated? Well, honestly, it might be overrated.
Yeah, just a tiny.
I don't know. It's a tiny bit overrated. It's not it's honestly it's far from terrible. It's really good.
Yeah.
But the thing is though that it seems like it gets too much praise because a lot of it kind of starts to stray away from what we originally liked about the show to begin with.
Mhm.
I mean, episodes like Busy Going Backwards and James and the Trouble with Trees and all those are really good. But it seems like it kind of just I can't describe it. It just kind of does. It kind of starts to stray away from the whole driver and fireman aspect. It kind of seems like it starts to stray away from it. You can tell there's a notable difference in writing style.
Yeah, especially compared to season 4.
Yeah, when you compare the dialogue kind of really doesn't really mesh that well.
Hmm.
I don't know how to put it, but it seems like when you hear words like stupid being used in season 5,
Yeah.
jump there because it's like, wait, what?
I think season 5 is a tiny bit overrated, but there are good stories like Haunted Henry and it was very like action packed and like kind of scary. Season 5 was like Haunted Henry.
Yeah, season 5 is when they started to really up the scenery when it came, up the creepy factor when it came to scenery, and that's honestly thumbs up in my book.
Yeah. And wouldn't Oliver O3 says it's a bit overrated. I think I agree.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
all the episodes, like when it comes to the new series, the one thing that I think people overlook that it really does is scenery. Like, even though a lot of the episodes that take place around like Halloween or whatever,
Yeah.
really well written, they do at least have pretty good atmosphere. I don't
Okay.
know. The opening shot to Flower Power in season 9 or 10, it looks awesome.
Yeah, just that big engine there. Ghost. Or was it Emily? I can't really remember.
Ooh, we have another question. Opinions
Yay.
on voice acting in Thomas. This is mainly focusing on the Brenner era. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much all the voices and every single voice I pretty much tolerate. I will say though, I do have to agree with a lot of people when they say that a lot of like Keith Wickham's kind of made voice a little too many characters.
Yeah.
That his voices like really start to blend in with each other. Like Glenn sounds just like Glenn sounds like this other character. I can't remember. Glenn, and a bunch of other characters start to sound the same after a while.
Glenn sort of sounds like Gordon, just a bit like deeper, I think. But Gordon's is a bit deeper.
And Sir Handel.
So Handel. Oh yeah. So
kind of voices too many characters. Except for, but I mean, it's not terrible, but per se, but it kind of just starts to become a little bit that 90% of his voices are the same.
Already using other characters.
Yeah.
Oops.
But yeah,
Okay.
honestly, I have no problem with the voice acting. Though. Even honestly, James's recast was like stellar in my opinion.
Yeah, because the original before he sounded like my name is James. Now he sounds actually like natural nowadays.
Yeah.
Just checking if there's any more questions. Hopefully there
Yeah, I
will
got
be.
nothing so far. Well, can I tell you one thing though?
Yeah.
What is okay? Can I ask you a question?
Pardon?
Worst episode from the Miller era.
Pardon?
What's the worst episode from the Miller era?
Probably up and away. My opinion.
Yeah.
Or something like.
Because, dear Lord, that was just a painful episode.
Yeah. The fact that Mr. Bubbles was able to like blow up that many balloons, he probably like the second one he would have been dead. He wouldn't be able to do all three and just be a bit out of breath.
Also, the balloon floated away, even though that apparently it was blown up by just regular air. Because regular air does not float; helium floats.
Okay, so we've got a question in the chat.
Which character would you like to see return to the show? Ooh. I'm with pretty much everybody. When people say that Boko is going to return on Journey Beyond Sodor, I hope so.
I don't think so, but I hope so in season 21.
Yeah.
I want Terrence to return and be like on like the Farquhar branch line instead of Trevor being there.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Probably one character that and of course introduced they introduced the small railway engines. I'm waiting for the Fell engines.
Pardon?
The mountain engines.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. But I wonder how they'll handle Godwin's death. Well, supposed death.
Well, they may not use it at all, or they just will say or they could just say that
or they can just really say that, at the end, like, it's where he says, like, where, Duncan and Sir Handler just like puff away, like, okay, well, that was scary. And then Caldy just, whispers to, Scarlet and Rhaenyra, I made all that up.
That's not real. We've got 2 questions in the chat now. Okay.
What would your reaction be if Thomas? Oh God! Oh, I don't know.
There's always a classic series.
I
just watched that.
Yeah.
And season 20.
Still rewatchable.
Mm-hmm.
It would still live on though in our thoughts though. And considering how big of a cash cow it is, Mattel is never gonna let it, die.
Yeah. I have a theory on why they make.
And what?
Pardon?
Or you say, go on.
Well, I have a theory of why they make Thomas like so action-packed nowadays. It's because they want more children to notice like the items on the shelf and like buy them and watch the show. Then more people will watch them and more money they'll get.
Want to make out of have action with them. That's why the breakdown from the Great Race happened.
Okay. By the way, Oh yeah.
The other question, in my opinion, the worst episode. Oh, it's not a question, but it's just a comment. In my opinion, the worst episode of the Miller era is Wonky Whistle.
That was the one I was on about.
Also a bit.
By the way, the Igglybuff and someone else aren't gonna be able to join the stream, but the Wiz.
Yeah, I heard that.
William Productions. He didn't say he can't, but
yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Question.
Oh, do you
question chat.
Other characters like they did in the club? Well, we kind of did get that in season 18, didn't we?
Yeah.
And honestly, the reason that we're never going to get that is because, the reason that, we're never really going to get that is because of the fact that in episodes like Samson Sent for Scrap, Thomas never appeared. And like Tinsel on the Tracks, it got complaints from Amazon because it focused on characters that were barely, the kid didn't know originally. We're obviously not going to get episodes like that. I wish probably not gonna. And again, we did get episodes in season 20. Skip and the Mermaid. Skip and the Mermaid was like completely forgot.
Pardon?
Skip and the Mermaid and Blown Away. Those were 2 really good episodes.
Yeah.
On the little railboat itself. I'm just looking at the question you asked. Do you think Donald Douglas should be blue? Well, I think that I honestly think that it could work either way. I don't have a huge problem with it, but I know it would be interesting. But I don't know. Well, Wood and Oliver fan says yes. So
definitely.
This is one person. But anyways, there's but yeah, of all the things that of all the episodes in season 18, I think Samson Sent for Scrap is one of my favorites. I don't know why.
But yeah, I guess your opinion. Okay, just waiting for some more questions.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Did you think merchandising for the Great Race was really annoying?
Yes, definitely. Because they
hammered it in.
Like in the Unlucky Tug video, he said about how like Freya just said her name and she got run away. Toy. there's like a season 21 promo picture with Thomas and Young Bao. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it might. Some international.
Well,
Some
seriously for season 21.
Huh?
Is that really for season 21? If it is, then dear God.
Oh no.
I hope not. I hope it's just a merchandising pick. I hope that's it. Because if that's not, then I don't know what to think. Also, which 10 episodes of the favorite? And
For which season?
Thomas episodes.
Oh.
Mainly focusing on the classic series in the Brenner era. Oh.
Ooh.
This
is tricky. Damn it.
You're really down. Let's see what we'll see what I can think of. There's I can name a few offhand. First are Toad's Bright Idea. Toad's Adventure.
Yeah.
Easy Going Backwards. Samson Sent for Scrap. There was a bunch. Easy, and of course, all the Small Railway Engines adaptations.
Yeah.
For the Small Railway Engine, I can give all those pretty much a solid 10 out of 10. For all the Small Railway Engine episodes.
I'm not sure if I really have any, like, I can't really think of, like, top 10 episodes.
10. So I do have favorites, though. I have a lot of favorites, and there's probably more than 10 favorites, so. But yeah,
I think.
Offhand, 3 of my favorites I can think of right now that are really good are like Useful Railway, Mike's Whistle, and Tit for Tat. Both those are really all 3 of those are really good episodes. I love watching those episodes. They're perfect.
Yeah. I'm just going to.
All 3 of those are the first adaptations that we've seen since Mind That Bike from 1995.
Oh yeah, I love that episode. When the ending came on,
how many years ago was 1995? Like 22 years ago?
Yeah.
22 years since an adaptation of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Rap, just crazy. I just need to go and get something. I'll just be right back.
Yeah. If you guys have any other questions, I'm just waiting to answer. But you guys watching? But guys, what are your favorite episodes? Like, is there any adaptation of the show that you did not think went well? 'Cause I'd like to. I'm just curious what your thoughts are. Because of all the there's adaptations of the show that were a bit, how shall I say, wonky in a sense. Trouble with Mud
I'm back.
was, yeah. Just curious, did you feel? I don't know if this is me, but I felt that the Trouble with Mud was.
Was what?
Am I? It really kind of made it. It really was baffling in the sense that it. Because I mean, we all know that it's based off the Railway series story Leaves, and that's supposed to directly follow the events of Off the Rails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It always just seems
okay. So you got.
Oh, hey, we got another. Oh, Scarlet Reneas. Hey, buddy. You didn't miss much. We're just answering questions. You got me?
Okay.
Daisy Down from the Express coaches into the mail cars again.
I think,
think they should,
yeah.
but technically they did make merchandise of Donald Douglas, but no, it wouldn't really form. None of
Yeah.
that was wouldn't really form. Way later, but they did make Daisy. I don't know why, but it's shocking when you think about it that Daisy got that merchandise in Daisy, and Trevor only appeared in one episode in season 20.
Yeah. Got Adventures and Railway. And Jordan Rapley, if that's how you say his name, he put, what was your reaction when you saw the Journey Beyond Zero trailer?
Okay,
Well,
can I? All right, actually, you go first. You go first.
Oh.
What's
I
your
was sort of baffled by the ending of how Thomas is literally just dropped in lava. But if you haven't seen the minis of like a picture of like a toy, it shows how Thomas is saved. I mean, I knew that he's going to be saved, but I didn't want to be spoiled on how he was saved. But it's pretty much
there's gonna be
similar.
some sort of,
Yeah.
there's obviously going to be some sort of set.
hmm
My reaction to the trailer, and it actually took a little bit of pointing out before I noticed it. Actually, I didn't really. The whole bouncing stuff kind of bothered me just a bit.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Wilbur.
Sorry I couldn't join. I was asleep again.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay.
what time? What time is it for you?
It's 2:02.
In the morning?
No, not in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry I wasn't here, you guys.
No, it's okay.
Good.
We're not be here
Yeah,
now
it's fine.
anyway.
I'm kind of sad because it was my idea to do the Great Race and I missed it.
Well,
Wait, did you?
we were just talking about what we were talking about was we were just talking about or what was it we were talking about talking about Journey Beyond Soda trailer reactions.
All right.
So really, I don't, because my reaction to the Journey Beyond Soda trailer that I honestly I have to agree with most of the thoughts shared with the whole bouncing engines thing, because we're just getting it's just that one step closer to Chuggington.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's unsettling, honestly.
I
Because
remember watching it.
I've seen Chuggington and it's terrible. Ooh, we got another question. What do you think of Vickerstown Station?
Ooh, that's
Well,
Oh.
I think that it's
I love it.
I like it too. Oh, geez, viewers are going through the roof.
I think it's unique.
But yeah, 7
Whoa.
watching. Oh boy,
Oh,
this is this
it's Luke from
never happened.
Twitter.
Okay, guys, you guys watching, give me questions because I'd be willing to answer any of them.
How much people
Yeah.
are watching?
Oh, well,
6 or
6.
7. Not 5.
That's
5.
something good.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them because I'll answer any of them. If I get time. Oh, hey, we got one. Oh gosh. By 2018, do you think that we'll have flying engines? Well, yeah, I hope not.
Well,
I seriously hope not. But considering the rate of merchandise that we're going with, I can't say that's not even true.
but that's a story for another day. Cliffhanger.
Watch you go in the airship. Good indication that was.
Whoa! Oh no. Okay, we got a big question tonight.
Opinions on music and Thomas. This can focus on classic 2. Is there any Thomas character themes that you like? Oh, it's hard to. Pretty much all the music from Adventure Begins, and I think that most of the music that was made for the Adventure Begins was all perfect. Okay, Leon Engine. I have no idea where you are. or actually, you should have an idea. You're at the Heisel Productions live stream of Great Race discussion and Q&A. I think it's pretty obvious where you are.
You are. Well, he's here. The place.
Stellar for Renee for bringing all these people in, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. Music from Thomas and Friends that Chris Renshaw composed. I think he did a great job. I mean, do you guys think that? You think that Chris Renshaw does a great job when it comes to music?
Yeah, all Tom's music is actually really good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially
I mean, Chris Renshaw had a lot to prove when it came to, replacing. Oh, Leon Engine is asking. Nice to meet you. How are you? How are you two? How are you guys? I'm fine. How about the rest of you?
I'm good.
I'm fine. I'm just
Alright.
just came back from riding my bike. I was late for the live stream.
Same.
I literally dashed home because I realized I was late for the live stream.
Funny, I was taking my bike home and I was early for the live stream, but I was just 6.5 miles. Small world, isn't it?
Okay.
But anyways,
Yeah.
But yeah, music is always probably the biggest component that you need to get right when it comes to Thomas is music.
Yeah, I think that. Like, yeah, you're right on that.
I mean, because I think besides in visuals, music is always another key component to it. It's just royalty-free stock music. Ring to it. Oh, this is a really tough question. How to be part of the Thomas Wood Railway community? Oh, Leon, Leon, I do not know. I am not a registered user of the TWRC studios. Are you?
Well, to be honest, for me to be part of the Thomas Wood Railway community, you pretty much just have to make a video about Thomas Wood Railway. That's like decent.
And you have to get like some sort of attention somehow. Like you either have like so many subscribers or views. I mean, actually, not been really documented as an active user on the TWRC.
Mm.
I mean, would you guys consider me part of it? Because I think I've uploaded a bunch that
You've got
an
loads
active member.
Rob, my good friend Rob, said I was, so.
Okay, that's good. So Leon, I don't know if that answers your question, but
hopefully it does.
it's not complicated. But if you make content, I think you have a good chance of doing it. Is there any other questions?
Okay, somebody put in the chat.
Songs. Is there any time good or great? Quick thing. Leon said that we are cool. That he said you guys are cool. So thank you, Leon. That is very kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Songs that sound good/great? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I really found found a lot of the classic series songs to be really good.
Especially
I like
Ooh, guys. Guys, sorry. I kind of gotta go right now.
why?
I'm spending time at my grandpa's this weekend. I gotta I gotta do some. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I might do a live stream. Come on, guys. Thanks, Branchline. Thanks, Wilbert.
Welcome.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Everybody.